This is serious stuff, okay? This is rates going up more than people expected already, and probably a little bit more from here. It's QT, which we've never had before. Unknown effects, and you see it today in bond markets around the world, and some people selling U.S. Treasury debt, and it's the war. And these are very, very serious things. I mean, Europe is already in a recession, and they're likely to put U.S. in some kind of recession 6 to 9 months from now. So I think, to guess is hard, be prepared. The far more serious thing is this war. So I think you got to put two things in mind here. Currently, right now, the U.S. economy is actually still doing well. Consumers have money, fiscal stimulus, they still have more than they had before. They're spending 10% more than last year, 35% more than pre-COVID. Their balance sheets are in great shape. Yes, debt's gone up a little bit, but not nearly to pre-COVID levels. And therefore, even if we go into recession, they're going to be in much better shape than 08 and 09. Companies are in good shape. Credit's very good. Markets are still open, though rocky and stuff like that. But you can't talk about the economy without talking about the stuff in the future. And this is serious stuff, okay? This is inflation, which obviously is changing the effect of those numbers I just told you about. It's rates going up more than people expected already, and probably a little bit more from here. It's QT, which we've never had before. So therefore, the unknown effects, and you see it today in bond markets around the world and sovereign markets and people selling U.S. Treasury debt, and it's the war. And these are very, very serious things, which I think are likely to push the U.S. And the world. I mean, Europe is already in a recession, and they're likely to put U.S. in some kind of recession 6 to 9 months from now.
If we do see the U.S. go into recession, how severe do you expect it to be, and how long do you expect it could last?
Yeah, well, this is the thing no one ever really knows, right? You do have a strong consumer going into it. Businesses are in pretty good shape, but they were amazingly resilient during COVID. Even the ones that had no government support and stuff like that. And I think governments did do a hell of a job getting the thing to recover. So we don't know. I mean, now you have to look at the range of outcomes. It can go from very mild to quite hard, and a lot will rely on what happens to this war. So I think to guess is hard. Be prepared. But the one guarantee, which we've been consistent about, is volatile markets. You're going to have volatile markets. You've already seen markets down quite a bit. No IPOs, very little high yield. Bridge loans being hung and stuff like that, which is pretty typical, but it's still been orderly. I think it's possible you're going to see it be disorderly sometime in not too near future.
How do you think the Fed is doing in managing this whole situation?
Well, let me give them credit for what they did in COVID. And I hate to second guess people because I think it's easy for everyone to do. In hindsight, they waited too long and did too little, and QT should have started soon and all that, but they're clearly catching up. They're clearly motivated to catch up, and from here, let's all wish them success and keep our fingers crossed that they manage to slow down the economy enough that it doesn't, to cause whatever it is mild. And it's possible. I wouldn't take that off. I think, like I said, the far more serious thing is this war. Far more serious than the short-term effect of the economy and things like that.